Ferocious Wraith.
Ever since NetherRealm Studios took over for Midway Games making Mortal Kombat video games, they've decided to do a retelling of the Mortal Kombat franchise that started with Mortal Kombat 2011 all the way through Mortal Kombat 11. And since then, we've gotten mostly the same characters each time, mostly ranging from the original MK games back in the arcade, as well as new characters that spiced up the series in certain ways. However, as someone who started from Mortal Kombat Armageddon as a launch point, I've always wondered, when are they going to start throwing a bone my way? Because there's a bunch of characters that I care about that have not received the care and attention that characters such as Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and all the Kombat kids have been getting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally arrived at that point. It has been over a decade since we have seen the likes of Ashura, of Havoc, of Li Mei, Reiko, and many more characters from the 3D era of Mortal Kombat finally returning to the spotlight. And I gotta tell you, it is so freaking exciting. I have seen each and every one of these brand new Mortal Kombat 1 trailers, and if I could sum it up with just a few words, I would say hype continues building. Each and every trailer has been an absolute banger. The Lin Kuei trailer showed three of my favorites together, with the brothers Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and the legendary return of Smoke looking better than ever, played by Yuri Lowenthal. Then we got the Ungadi trailer, with the return of Li Mei, Tanya, and a brand new revamped Baraka, as well as a cameo of Darius that I'd never expected. This trailer, seeing Li Mei in action once again, was just beautiful. And I gotta tell you, the way they have done Baraka now is the most compelling I have ever seen for the character. The Tarkat disease has raised so many stakes that I never thought I'd see. It is just interesting that he actually gets something to do in the story other than be killed as cannon fodder like he was in MK 9 through 11. But that's not even the most of it. Soon after, we got a Keepers of the Time trailer, like the Hourglass, and we got to see a brand new version of Garrus, where he's no longer just a slave of Kronika, he is now on the force of good for Liu Kang. And as someone who never really cared for Garrus before, this brand new reimagining has made me more interested in him than I've ever been. I've always considered him one of the lesser popular Mortal Kombat characters, and now Garrus has finally got something that looks interesting. Well, not when I say finally, I mean one game later. He's got way more interest in me than he ever had. But ladies and gentlemen, the latest trailer, the Banished ones, was incredible. We had the amazing return of Ashura, looking better than ever, looking more like a demon from the Netherrealm than she ever has, with some amazing angelic wings, the amazing fatality, just looking epic. But who is she trying to go against? None other than Havoc. Someone ripping his head off, throwing it as an attack, ripping off his arm and hitting people with it. Havoc looks just as grotesque as ever, and man, he is one of the best Mortal Kombat characters to come from the 3D era, and it is just an absolute joy to have him back. But that's not all. Mortal Kombat finally has seen the redemption of my boy Reptile. Finally, he is human once again, or at least he can shapeshift to be human and be a giant reptilian monster at the same time. It is amazing. I've never seen them do anything like this for Reptile. And to see that Reptile and Baraka are now potentially even on the forces of good, this change is very intriguing. And wow, just the fact we might get a whole chapter or two for Baraka and Reptile, like, man, these trailers have added more intrigue to the Mortal Kombat mythos than I've seen in years. I've played through Mortal Kombat 9 through 11 multiple times, and I'm telling you, just from these trailers alone, I am more interested in this story than I've been in those previous games. Like, I haven't seen anything this interesting since the 3D era. For me, the 3D era was special. And God, if that wasn't even enough. We've seen so many hints and glimpses, and I've talked about it before, but if we're getting, Raiko, Havoc, and all that, maybe even Shao Kahn in a new version as General Shao that we've heard, what about Onaga, the Dragon King? Is he finally back? Will he be the boss battle that we've been waiting for eons? Oh my god. We have not even seen Onaga yet. And man, this game is looking incredible. So yeah, I just felt like going on a little tangent on this one because Mortal Kombat 1 is, to me, the best roster in the history of Mortal Kombat. Yes, I know, Armageddon had basically everyone from, the 3D era. And yes, you can't deny that is probably objectively the best roster. But Mortal Kombat 1, with its limited capacity, not being able to have every single character, has given us the best roster other than Armageddon to date. This game has the best of everything. The best of the original trilogy and Mortal Kombat 4 fans for them. Yes, you had the best of all that. You have some of the best of the 3D era. And you got a little bit of new in there as well from the Mortal Kombat 9 through 11 timeline. Now, we may not have all the Kombat Kids or Aaron Black from what I'm starting to see, but that's okay, because we had plenty of them before. Maybe they can come as DLC. Hell, we're already getting Takeda. But I am telling you, as someone who started from Armageddon, went back to Deception, played a little Deadly Alliance, played Shaolin Monks, and just engrossed myself in the Mortal Kombat mythos around that time, this game is a dream come true, man. And if they announce that there's some kind of free roam mode that lets me explore the realms, my god. This will be one of the best games I've ever played. The gameplay looks good. It looks like they've listened to us as far as feedback goes with the whole the whole dash block system and the aerial combat. It looks so fluid and fun. I'm telling you, man, I haven't been this hyped for Mortal Kombat probably since Mortal Kombat 9, if I'm being honest. Like, man, I'm just everything is just working for me. And God, it just feels so good to be able to say that as a longtime Mortal Kombat fan, especially of the 3D era. So that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Ding 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 ding